Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cosmic Portal. Today, we want to give our honest review of the movie Elevation. Now, this movie came out, I guess, about 2 weeks ago, I believe,
November 8th.
November 8th, and it stars Anthony Mackie and Marina Wasanrin, can't even pronounce her name, where they are, I guess we've been invaded by aliens that are pretty much just destroyed the entire planet and only seem to be hunting humans. So had an interesting plot line. Everybody had to stay above 8,000 feet so that the creatures didn't hunt them. And they didn't seem to bother any other creatures on the planet except for humans. That was the only thing they were hunting. Uh, it was a movie I wasn't all that hype about seeing, but we went ahead and saw it. What did you think of the movie?
Well, I like sci-fi. I almost like anything with aliens out of space. So this is a movie that I definitely wanted to see, and Mark's like, okay, we'll go. It was made with $18 million. Like he said, it came out November 8th, and hasn't made a lot of money in it. Now, I didn't know anything about this movie until I saw other movie previews at the movies and saw it and, saw the aliens aspect and kind of wanted to see it. Basically, the movie that I don't think I'm going to give any spoilers. A man, his son is sick and he has to go below 8,000 feet to get medicine to help his son. Um, my biggest thing with this movie is when you watched it, I had questions of about the aliens, why 8,000 feet, and by the end of the movie, I still have the same questions. Why 8,000 feet? I know with movies now when we go, maybe because how we wired our brains, you know, I have a question about it, and I kind of suspect this question to be answered by the end of the movie, and I don't feel like this movie was. One or two scenes I jumped, that's just me. The movie is rated R. I don't think it was scary. I just jumped. Um, it made about $1.1 million to open the weekend. So considering that the budget was about 18 million, it's not doing well at all. I do believe Anthony helped directed it or produced the movie. Not to say anything about his skills, is just for me a lot of answers that I did not get answered by the end of the movie. I would definitely say wait for video. Um, Even with the sci-fi aspect and the alien aspect that I like, I would be highly upset if I would have paid full price to see it. Wait for it to come on Netflix. Definitely give it a try. I'm not going to say that it was horrible, but I personally will probably give it 1.5, 1 and 3/4 stars because those answers for me was not answered.
Well, for me, it was just weird. So my thing with it, and this is probably a spoiler. The creatures hunt by searching for CO2 when we exhale because we're exhaling CO2. So that's how they hunt humans. And my thought on that is that they didn't touch any other creatures. They showed horses running, they showed cows out there, and cows put out way more CO2 than humans do, but they never touched any of these creatures. So that part didn't make any sense whatsoever. Yet they could hunt a human all day long, and they showed horses running that are exhaling the whole time they're running. So that part made no sense. The 8,000 feet, everybody was mathematical that lived in any of these towns because they were like, well, we're going to walk 600 feet. We're going to drop to below 8,000 feet for 30 yards. Then we're going to come back up. And I was like, that just got to be ridiculous. Some of the deaths were a little, I thought they were just weird. And, then you would see this happening. You're like, well, if you were in a group and you knew people were hunting you, why are you going to run off by yourself? Which makes no sense again. So, all in all, I mean, the movie, it was a movie. I'll put it that way. It was only an hour and a half, so it wasn't a lot of time that's spent watching it. Just some of the questions, like I said, didn't make sense when it came to the breathing, and then at the end, you find out a certain thing that the about the creatures, which okay, I won't spoil that, but you find out something about the creatures, and then because every time they shoot them with guns, they wouldn't die because of the armor plating. So finally, you get some, they're able to figure out how these things work and whatever. But again, they all came from underground, and yeah, I'm sorry. This is just a spoiler. Where the hell were they? Because we dig all the time, but they just popped up out of the ground, and then oh my God, where these creatures come from? So for me, that was just a big letdown. And yeah, she gives it 1.5 stars. Sure, 1 star is probably good enough because when you sit there and you watch it and you're finished, you're like, what the hell did I just watch? I'm so disappointed. If I had paid for it, I would be angry. So I'm so glad that, this was just one of the movies we watched this week. Any final thoughts on it before we go?
Now, going with the CO2 that Mark mentioned, we actually talked about it while we were still sitting down in the movie theater. Horses and cows, as he said it, aren't intelligent enough to where these reapers, and that's what the name of these creatures were, would want to attack them. So that aspect of the movie I'm kind of okay with. Of course, if I was an alien trying to attack a planet, I am not going to try to destroy a cat because the cat can't do anything for me. Of course, I'm going to try to destroy who has the intelligence of the planet, which in this movie, in our case, was us. So I
Whales
think
are just as intelligent.
yeah, but the whales, I mean, they're not going to come out from the water.
Okay, but just
so
saying,
come on,
they breathe
1.5.
They exhale CO2 as well, and they are just as intelligent as humans. So I think that was just didn't make any sense to me. But okay, then you have tigers, lions, and tigers.
Oh my God, and bears! Oh my.
Yeah, but they are dangerous and they breathe CO2.
They're not going
Elephants
to
are the biggest
with
creatures on the planet right offhand, besides the whale.
Goodness.
So now, it was, to me, it doesn't make sense. But again, like I said, if you want, give it a shot. See how you feel about it. But I guess we're going to end with that. Until next time, I don't believe. Well, I know Wicked is coming out soon, and I believe my wife is going to go see that.
I am going to see that.
I am not going to go see it.
6:05 at AMC in Adobe.
I'm not going to see it. But she can give you her review on that movie once she's finished watching it. Hopefully she enjoyed it. It's a musical. I don't do musicals.
Yes, he does.
I do Elvis, but not musicals. But
let's end this.
Okay. Until next time, thanks for watching, okay?
Bye.